Chargers. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Well, this, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, check that. Street.
Up the middle they go with McAllister. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Well, this defense for the Giants, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brian Burns in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On play action, they'll throw. On the move to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Throwing left side, it's complete. Oh, and now some space to operate. Touchdown, Giants. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Ready?
A give running left, McAllister. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Pulled in at the 24. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
ETN up the middle.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. They'll run up the middle with McAllister. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3.
They'll try and run for it. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Giants are going to get the football back. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction. And that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them. And now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
That's caught at the 25.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly.
Looking to throw, it's Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. This will be caught just inside the 10.
And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talk.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Giants take a 3-touchdown lead.
Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Taken at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Now he dumps this off over the middle, and they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A handoff to McAllister.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
On the give, McAllister with it. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Ready, set. Go.
They'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first.
And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Yellow. 43.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Yellow.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Now here's Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty.
And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy. Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Brian Burns. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
It's fielded at the 45. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
We'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Commanders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. On the carry, it's McAllister, and he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Another run with McAllister. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him. But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 3. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick 6, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that get to watching the highlight reels from this one, the better.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Giants will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line. Well, that is interception number 4 for him, Charles. 4 here in the first half alone, and they're already trailing by 4 possessions.
Makes me wonder, partner, do they just not have any confidence at all in the backup, or do they just have that much confidence in him? Able to throw 4 picks already, they're certainly hoping that he can turn things around and quickly.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Come on. Tackling 18.
They run with Deuce McAllister, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll run here with McAllister. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And now here is another interception.
Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. After the sack on 1st down, Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Elijah Molden. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Final shot before the half for Mahomes. And my goodness, another interception. Levi Wallace with a pick. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there, and that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Yellow. 15.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Elijah Molden. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard, need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
He's going to keep this again.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
This is McAllister. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. They'll keep it on the ground. McAllister, and he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. McAllister, and he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. They'll try and throw for it here. And my goodness, another interception.
picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Giants are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
2nd down and 8. On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. He's got his man on the crossing route.
And he is going to have the Giants first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming.
Mahomes going to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And 3rd and 8 now. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
Kenneth Walker, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Here we go.
Washington on third down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This will be 3rd and 5. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 49 yards for him on the ground now on that, his 20th carry of the ball game.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Jack Panther.
They'll run on first down. McAllister, and a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 31-yard line. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. On first down, McAllister. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. A great effort there. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Point after, up and good. And that will cut this lead down to 25. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
It's going to be a runner. It's going to be a thrower. Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. The one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Mahomes now on first down. Going for the deep ball. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 55 yards. And the Giants add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point by Butker is on target. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
And that CD, another sack for the young rookie linebacker. Well, getting after the quarterback certainly has not been much of a problem here in his rookie season.
It certainly hasn't, Brandon. And the instincts that have made him a great tackler, I think coupled along with some film study and some great anticipation, that's also made him a great pass rusher as well.
Hold the race. Hey, check that. Street. Ready?
On third down, McAllister. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on fourth down. Now a handoff up the middle. McAllister.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. On third down, they'll run it with McAllister. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Let's go.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Now a play fake here on first down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call, because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost himself some yardage there.
And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
18 Cardinal.
They'll run for it here with McAllister. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. McAllister. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. This is 3rd and goal. And this Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page, because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. The running play does not work from the 5 on 4th and goal. And this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other...
And now here is another interception.
And the Commanders are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, He had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the...
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
But it looked like Washington got it back, and indeed they did. It remains Commanders football.
And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense.